The number of refugees leaving Ukraine is quickly approaching 1 million. The head of the United Nations Relief Agency said just today, 875,000 people have left for neighboring countries. More than half of them have gone to Poland, according to officials there. NBC's Ellison Barber spoke with a mother who escaped to the Czech Republic with her 8-year-old daughter. She says now that her daughter is safe, she's heading back into Ukraine to join the fight against Russia.
She was crying. She's really afraid of me, of my life and everything. But I explained to her that other kids stayed there and they need my help. So I'm going to return and do something. Return and do something. CNBC's Perry Russum is live in Przemysl, Poland tonight, where refugees are sleeping wherever they can find shelter. And the ones who are not Ukrainian say they're being treated differently than Ukrainian citizens. Perry, lay of it for us.
Sheb, right now we are inside of a mall about 6 miles away from the border. This is where refugees are being taken to sleep. So once they get to the border, they get on a bus and then come here. It is cold inside. We are wearing winter jackets. Some people are wearing winter hats. Right behind us is a family with 6 kids. 2 of them are asleep. 3 of them are asleep now. 2 are awake, and then one of them there is finally asleep after having a nasty cough. Her mother right there is rocking her to sleep after she was crying for about a half hour, and the medical personnel had to come over. Inside of this empty storefront, another family is sleeping, 3 or 4 children with their mothers. One of those kids must be under the age of 1. When we were here earlier this morning around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, this area was packed with immigrants, and they shared with us their story of crossing the border.
Overnight at the Polish border, shadowed figures stay warm by the fire. Their black and brown faces are glowing from the flames, the first source of heat some have seen in days. These are the faces of immigrants running from war. Donated clothes are being burned, better used as fuel than a layer.
The train station goes to Warsaw.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
2 Somali men asked us for a ride to Warsaw. They later jumped into the back of someone's van.
I hadn't a good sleep 3 days or 4 days ago.
Abdelhamid is a medical student from Morocco. He goes to school in Ukraine.
There is a big racism in the borders of Ukraine.
Pictures from the border have shown long lines where people have waited days in the cold. Hamid says they were treated like animals.
Like we are slaves, or I don't know. It's like, it's really bad. In these situations, we can find that the bad people are revealed everywhere.
At a mall in Przemysl, 6 miles from the border, we found immigrants sleeping under blankets. Sahil Seni is keeping watch over his friend. Only a worn-down shoe can be seen from under a blanket.
How long are you planning on staying in this shopping mall?
Not longer, just 2 days, or maybe just today. I will move to Warsaw and Warsaw to our home.
Seni is from India and studies in Ukraine. He left Kyiv after blasts shook his apartment windows. It took him 2 days to get to the border.
They are just preferring their own citizens. They are stopping us. They don't want to let us out.
He says it was another 4 days to cross into Poland.
4 days you were standing at a border?
Yes.
Did you eat?
Little nothing.
Did you sleep?
No, didn't sleep. Like 1 hour and 1.5 hour maximum a day. It will be like I'm sitting and 10 minutes nap, then 20 minutes nap, like that.
It was cold overnight. What were you doing overnight?
Nothing, literally nothing. We are too much cold. This is the thing that I am wearing right now. This is the only thing that I have.
When the escapes from Ukraine started, women and children were the priority, leaving immigrants to fend for themselves. On Monday, there was pushing to get onto a bus.
Move back or I'll bring the military.
Hamid says when he finally crossed into Poland, the reception was warm. Someone gave him a scarf.
I can't deny that there is some good things, like some nice people who are trying to help immigrants.
And this morning we spoke to another man from India. He said crossing the border was a nightmare. We pulled out our camera to interview him on camera. He said, please do not record me. I do not want my parents seeing me in this state.